Hi everyone! For my sustainability project, I will be showing a tutorial on how to make a sock monkey. Materials you will need for this project are a pair of socks, scissors, thread and a needle, thumbtacks, and stuffing that you can get from either a pillowcase or an old stuffed animal. All of these materials you can most likely find around your house. So to start off with the project, you're going to start opening one pair of the socks and then flip it over and then cut from about the ankle to the heel of the sock. And this is going to create the legs of the monkey. And then from then you can flip it back over and start stuffing the body, and then this is when we're going to start stitching. The stitching is very simple and you do not need any experience to do it. You're going to want to take about 6 feet of string and then just thread it through the needle, and then you can just start by tying a knot at the feet of the monkey so that it doesn't let go. So unfortunately my phone died and I lost the footage of me stitching the legs, but I'll explain the stitching further when I do the arms and ears and mouth. Reference picture of what we're going to follow. So first you're going to want to cut off the heel of the sock, and this is going to make the mouth. And then you're going to cut off a whole length of the sock from top to bottom to make the tail. And then cut off the bottom half of the sock to make both arms. And then use the other half to make the ears, fold that in half, and then cut off shapes of ears. And it's kind of difficult to explain, but you can just see in the video how I'm doing it. Okay, so now that everything has been cut, we can start on the stitching. And it's really simple. I'm not the best at stitching, but I was still able to do it. It really is just going in and then out through the fabric. And just try your best to keep it straight, but if it's messy, it's okay because it's just a stuffed animal. So here I'm doing the one of the arms, and as you can see, I stitch it all the way until the very top, and then I leave that room open so that I can connect it to the body, and also so that I can add stuffing. So there it is, just adding stuffing. And then right now you'll see how I connected it to the body. This is just going to be going in through the body and then out through the fabric. And again, it's okay if it's messy because it's just a monkey. And then I did the other arm off camera, so that's how it is. And then here's the mouth. Again, it's just in through the body and then out through the fabric. And then make sure to double knot all your stitches to make sure that they don't get loose. And then you can see in the video that just before I finish completely sewing it up, I add the stuffing in it, and then after that I close it. And then again, it's just a lot of repetition with the stitching. You just do the same thing with the ears, and then in a little bit right now you'll see that I did the same thing with the tail. And as for the positioning of all the body parts, it's really up to your preference on how you want to place them. And this is the tail that I'm doing right now. I ended up using only half of the sock length instead of the full sock length, but again, it's up to your preference. Attach the tail to your monkey, and then the very final step is to add the eyes to your monkey, and then you are done. So here's my dog Charlotte interacting with the sock monkey. I don't really think she liked it that much, but it's okay. So the APES topic that my project aligns with is reduce, reuse, and recycle, specifically reusing because it's an old sock that is giving a new purpose. And my project helps to solve the issue in relation to sustainability because it's cutting down on overconsumption by just repurposing what we have already in our homes. And ultimately, this small change is impacting the world on a global level, because if everyone were to do this, then we would have a lot less waste in our wastelands. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial, and this is the final picture of Charlotte with her monkey.